Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to another Your Premier League Predictions. So the main thing at the weekend was Newcastle won. It's not Premier League, but it's the main thing for me anyway. With regard to my predictions, I got 4 out of 5 correct outcomes and 1 correct score. I got the fact that Arsenal were going to draw Man U 1-1. Overall, a decent week for me, because I don't normally do very well. So not too bad. Just to quickly say, thank you to everyone who likes, comments. I get such a great response on these videos, and everyone who just watches it as well, because I do really appreciate it. This week our winner is Charlie. He got 5 correct outcomes and 2 correct scores. He got the Man U Arsenal 1-1, and he also got the Southampton game to end 0-0 as well. So well done, mate. 5 out of 5 correct outcomes is decent, and 2 correct scores. He's pretty much wiped the floor with me, so if you haven't checked this guy out, I haven't seen him before. I know he definitely makes videos, so I'll put his link in the description. If you want to be shouted out in next week's video like Charlie was today, make sure you put your predictions down below for this week's games. I'm going to run through them as always, and we're starting with Newcastle. This Saturday, first home game in ages, so I can't wait to go. We are playing Blackburn at home, 3 o'clock on the Saturday. We are on an 8 championship game winning streak at the minute. We've won 8 league games in a row. Blackburn are 3rd bottom, so looking at the math, we should be winning it easily, and I hope we do. Obviously Blackburn are going to come up to St James's Park and want to put out a good performance. They did win the last game, so even though they're not on great form at the minute, they'll be coming in with some confidence, and I think, if I'm right, if they win, they can get out of 3rd bottom and out of the relegation zone. I'm going to put a prediction down. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm saying we should win easy. I hope we win easy. And I'm going to follow that scoreline. We have played a couple of teams in the league where I thought we might have struggled a little bit, and we've just played them off the park. So I'm really hoping it happens again this Saturday. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I will be vlogging it, so if you're new, do subscribe. That video will probably be out Saturday night, Sunday morning, so look out for that. Moving into the Premier League, and the first game up Saturday, 12:30, is Burnley versus Man City. Who do you think's gonna win? No, but seriously, Burnley were doing all right. Obviously, when Burnley first got promoted, I think they shocked everyone at how they've actually done. But recently, I mean, they lost 4-0 away against West Brom, and West Brom aren't great. Man City drew 1-1 in the Champions League midweek, which wasn't it wasn't a bad result. The main thing was they did make it through the next round of the Champions League, so obviously they're on top form. On paper, again, they should be smashing Burnley. I hope Burnley put up a fight, because games like that on the TV are so much more fun to watch when it's a good battle. Burnley at home, I think, gives them the edge, but then Man City's team gives them a lot more. For this one, I'm going to go 3-1 Man City. I hope it'd be good if Burnley scored first, and then it made Man City come out and really play for it. But yeah, it's not a bad game to have on at 12:30, so I will be enjoying that. I have skipped the 3 o'clock games today. I know there was a couple of in there, and if you support a team that was on at 3, I'm sorry. But there are some other really good games on this weekend, and the first one, or the next one I'm going to go into, is Chelsea versus Tottenham, 5:30 kickoff on the Saturday, and that'll be a good game. I think it really will. Obviously, Chelsea have hit some crazy form recently. Tottenham's form has been really weird, because they've been doing all right in the Prem, but they've drawn too many games, and then their Champions League experience this season is just been bad. They lost against Monaco midweek, and they're now out of the Champions League. So going in on form, I'd definitely say Chelsea have the upper hand. They are at home, but when it's a derby, anything can happen. And again, this is another really good game to be watching on TV. I'm gonna go, I don't know, I feel like Chelsea have got the edge, but I think Tottenham have got a point to prove. I'm gonna go 1-1. I did it with the Arsenal Man U game. I think sometimes with the big games, I don't think teams are happy to draw, but I just think that a draw would probably suit them both. It's a derby, they're both going to want to win. But no, I'm going to stick 1-1 with this one. It's a calculated estimate, that one. Moving into the Sunday, the first game on the Sunday I'm going to talk about is Southampton versus Everton. Two teams, similar form, not too dissimilar squad ratings, if that makes sense. I think they're both kind of on par with each other at the minute. Southampton weren't doing great, then Austin and Redmond have stepped up and started playing a lot better. Everton were doing really well and have dropped down a little bit. Again, Lukaku, who I think is a top-class striker, sometimes I think he just picks the days when he wants to do well. I'm sure he doesn't do it on purpose, but that's how it seems. Right, so I am going to actually go, I'm going to say Lukaku is going to turn up at the weekend and Everton are going to win 2-1. I've got Austin in my fantasy team, so if he can get the Southampton goal, that will be lovely. And then Lukaku will get the next two and win them the game. So that my prediction, 2-1 away win to Everton. And to round today's video off, we have Man U versus West Ham. Sometimes I feel like I'm putting like Man U in these videos a little bit too much. I'm not even a Man U supporter, obviously. You might have guessed. But just the way Man U are playing at the minute, they've got such a good team, or quality-wise good team, but they're just not putting it on at the minute, and I think that makes the games with Man U very interesting. West Ham have been having a nightmare season so far. They've got players like Payet. They've got a really good team as well, but aren't doing it. So it's two good teams who are underperforming, and they're both going to see it as a chance to make up some points. Man U need them to start pushing higher, and West Ham need them to just get out of the bottom, basically. Mourinho's been getting a lot of stick recently for everything, to be honest. And obviously he is known for playing his like defensive games, but I'm hoping this will be the kind of game where maybe he could play Ibra and Rashford, or maybe put two strikers on. For this one, I'm going to put 2-1 Man U. Although they're both on low form, I think Man U should still have the quality to push them over the line for a win. But yes, guys, those are my predictions for the weekend. Like I said, I didn't do too bad. Not as good as Charlie. Big up to him. But, you know, I did alright. I'm getting there. Considering my first video, and I think I got 1 out of 5. Maybe I'm starting to get a little bit better. Yeah, if you want to be involved, just make sure you comment before the first game starts. It means I'll definitely see it in time. If you don't and the first game starts and then I find your comment, it's normally too late. So please, if you want to get involved, just do it now. But yes, guys, as always, thank you for watching. I will be vlogging the game on Saturday. Like I said, can't wait. So make sure you catch that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.